Hail, Internet! It's Paul. It's Matt. The Dork Lords. We are here to talk about Game of Thrones, Season 7, Episode 5, Eastwatch.
Yes.
Which, really quickly, they kind of like get to Eastwatch, credits. So it's a little bit of a misnomer title for the episode. It's like most of the episode was not about Eastwatch, but obviously incredibly pivotal for next week.
Yes.
So hence it got its title.
Hence.
Awesome episode. Love this episode.
Yeah, it's a good episode.
I have like one or two minor picks with it, but for the most part, some really cool stuff. And setting up episode 6, just like, here comes the strike. So really looking forward to next week. Just your general overall feel, sir.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, like what I've been seeing people comment on, it didn't strike me as strongly as other people saw. The whole revelation with John. But
we'll talk about that.
I still enjoyed it. I still had a good time and thought it was good. Yeah,
no, that was a plot bomb that went off in the middle of this episode, and none of the characters realized it. That's what it's like. No. So it was, the audience gets it.
Yeah.
No one else realizes the significance yet.
Well, I didn't completely get it. I did,
okay.
Afterwards. I was like, they're probably talking about...
Right, because they went by so quickly. So just really quickly, to sum up, until this episode, we, the audience... We all had figured out and were told that John was born, his parents were Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark.
Yep.
So we all knew that going in. So that's like, whatever, no new news. But what we didn't know until last night... And
he wasn't just a different Jon Snow. He's not Jon Snow.
Right. All this time he's like, I'm a bastard. Nope. He is not a bastard. Legitimate marriage. So my guess is Lyanna was pregnant. And so Rhaegar's like, I'd like this kid to be a legitimate kid if he's going to be my heir. Sure. So I'm going to annul my marriage to Elia Martell, and on the same day get married to Lyanna Stark. So what we now, the audience, know, and no one else who matters knows yet. I mean, it's in the back of Sam's brain, right? So at some point...
Is it?
Maybe. I mean, he brushed it off, but I have a feeling...
He knows about the annulment, but marriage. But he didn't know
that
the people involved, Rhaegar, right.
So I'm just thinking there will be that bomb will go off in his head at some point when maybe he's talking to Bran, and Bran says, Rhaegar Targaryen is actually Jon Snow. He's like, wait, I remember this thing that Gilly was telling me.
Well, it might not be until, like...
it's one of these scrolls.
Until Bran is like, because he should know all that he should know. Not really what we thought before, that he knew that he was a different bastard of a different father.
Right.
No, that he's not a bastard at all.
He's not a bastard at all.
He could be like,
he is a legitimate heir to the throne.
Crazy man of the brain, and he could be like, wait, Sam,
He actually has more of a claim to the throne than Daenerys does.
Correct.
So, anyway, that was a gigantic thing. Or Bran, or Littlefinger.
Because he before Bran, and we're like, you're the Lord of Winterfell, is what Sansa was trying to say.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, but I'm talking king of the entire Westeros.
I know, but I mean...
Okay.
Yes,
you're
certainly,
talking Lord of Winterfell.
Right.
So, yes, that was a huge revelation. And there were a lot of reunions in this one. A lot of people reuniting.
Yep.
Reuniting. Anyway, it should have just been called like reunions, maybe. I don't know. Because they had the amazing reunion between Tyrion and Jaime.
Yep.
Which, love that moment. Now, by the way, in some ways, it's one of these, like, everybody has a teleport machine and people are zipping around the country. I'm okay with it. In fact, this episode, in my mind, is kind of the payoff of, hey, everybody, we're going to have fewer episodes this season, so we're going to condense more info into each episode. This episode, they get places, and they move around, and I'm cool with it.
Sounds like, if someone had said, hey, I'm going to go talk to Cersei. Boom! Boom! I came back, you'd be like, that's fine. That's good. I
mean, it is fun. They're in Dragonstone, hatching a plan. And the plan is Jon's going to go north of the wall, catch a white. Tyrion is going to go to King's Landing and convince Jaime to convince Cersei to hear them out.
Right.
Cut to, hey, I'm in the... they're landing on the shore, but whatever. Somehow he talked to Bronn as well. We're not sure how he co-opted Bronn into the plan, but maybe Varys sent a thing, or I don't know, or somehow he has a contact. Because Bronn's the one that leads Jaime down into the the cell. And so somehow Tyrion and Bronn not only heard it, but agreed to go, yes, you know what? I'm going to put you two together.
Yes.
And hope that you guys, don't kill each other.
He's like, hey, because of that dragon, I don't care what happens next.
Right. So that meeting was very impactful, an emotional meeting. Tyrion starts off this defense of himself, which is, he's like, look, Dad, he was going to execute me, and I didn't ask to be born this way. And Jaime's like, what are you here for? What do you want?
Yep.
So that it's an interesting change. So there was the big fight. Obviously, from episode 4, we had the loot train battle. And that one battle, which wasn't impactful, obviously, but has turned Jaime's mind. We cannot win. We can't win.
Correct.
Whereas,
Yeah, he didn't, I think we had a greater impression of his ability to wound the dragon than he did.
Yeah. It's true.
It's like, you get a couple more into that dragon,
I
maybe
know.
you would have had something.
Maybe if you have more than one of those scorpions.
No.
We're done. Can't do it. It's impossible. Yeah, we knocked it out of the sky and literally made it come to the ground with one bolt. But I don't know how we could possibly... Yeah. No, it's Dothraki. I mean, in the open field, they're just unbeatable. We'll be in a castle, but no, just give up. So he's kind of in the we can't win mode,
right?
And so he is amenable.
And, what is it? Bronn feels the same way.
Yeah, no, that was interesting too.
He's like a castle smashel.
We said when it comes to dragons, I'm out.
Yep.
It's interesting. That's interesting. That sets up something for later too. I do still think that based on episode 4, when it's the comment when Bronn says to Jaime, I think the exact quote, but it's like, is all of your wealth weighing you down or something like that?
Yes.
And Jaime's like, yeah. And then there's a shot of him literally metaphorically being weighed down by his armor.
Sure.
I think we're going to see maybe... This is not a next episode thing for sure, because that's north of the wall mostly.
Sure.
I think episode 7, I think we might see Jaime go off on his own. Like, depart. And I'm going to guess it has something to do with one of the other big plot bombs that got dropped in this episode, the pregnancy.
Yeah, why is he going off on his own if he's got he's a new daddy?
I'm saying
daddy.
That somehow gets... Either there's a miscarriage or here's what I was trying to think of justice. No, so one thing is the prophecy that Cersei got as a girl was very specific.
It was? Yeah, I mean it was
3 kids.
Oh.
You'll have 3 kids. She's had them, and they're all dead.
True.
This is the 4th. I don't think this kid's coming.
I hadn't heard that wrinkle.
So I think, here's what I'm trying to think of how a miscarriage would result in a split between the two of them. Now, it could just be that they're both depressed at the miscarriage and something bad happens. But here's the tinfoil hat theory I'm going to throw on for this one. Okay. Cersei has already promised herself to Euron when the war's over.
She has, yes.
She's like, hey, war's over. We're good. You and me.
Sure, yeah.
Euron wouldn't be that pleased with the idea of having... Oh, you mean your heir is going to be not mine?
Okay.
So I have a feeling maybe we'll see Euron say, lose the kid, or we're not doing this, and whatever. Right. Somehow he's going to say, you should get rid of this kid. And she's going to agree in some way, and that's going to make Jaime go, you are a monster, goodbye.
Oh.
That's my thought. There we go. That's my...
And then he kills her.
I don't. I'm wondering if he. I think Cersei survives into season 8. I think she's a season 8, plot device. So I think she comes back later and kills her. Yes, there will be a reunion of them. If he goes off now, it's not that he'll never see her again.
Right.
They will have some kind of a meeting of the minds, and there will be.
You think she's gonna leave?
You think he's gonna leave?
I think you said she's gonna leave.
No, she's gonna stay.
Okay.
I'm saying
he's gonna leave.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I think he takes off. I think he wants to become Bronn, basically. Like, I want to be mercenary guy without a big house, and I just want to live a simpler life of, whatever.
I don't have,
that's what I thought. I'm just throwing it out there.
That's pretty, who knows? That's what I would say. I don't have any, if that were to happen, I wouldn't be like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right.
I feel like...
Wouldn't be shocked either way if he stays or goes. I'm just thinking that Euron thing, though, is important. Euron's not going to want this kid. He's not going to... If he's getting married, his whole point is to continue the lineage. Right. He's not going to be like, oh... And she says, I'm openly... Jamie says, whose kid will you say it is?
He's suggesting...
It's yours.
That Euron will say, you should terminate this pregnancy?
I think maybe so.
Oh. And you think she would do it just because he's asked her to? She's the queen, man.
I'm just saying that would make Jamie upset. Yeah, but you're right. Good point. Maybe.
I feel like that'd be asking too much of her. I feel like she'd be like no, and Jamie would be fine with no.
Yes, Jamie would be fine with no.
So I feel like the more reasonable request might be, okay, let him be born, then we can kill him.
Before his 10th birthday, he shall be executed.
Well, before his first,
or maybe it's like, if it's a girl, fine. But if it's a dude...
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's big
that's
speculation.
Speculation.
We just jumped off the track. We're coming back on the track. Back on the track.
Yeah, this is how the ones last so long.
We stay. We stay back. But no, that's a big plot bomb that went off, and that was a big deal.
What kind of parchment do you think those books are made out of?
I think I'm going to go with vellum. Okay. So let's see. So I'll do my nitpicky thing. I'm going to throw my my sigh moment, which came right in the beginning.
Oh, okay. Well, then
boom! It just came right off in it. We predicted there'd be the coming out of the water scene, but
yes,
first of all, they're like a mile away,
pretty far away.
And he's still got his armor on, and somehow he's been swimming or being dragged by his armor.
I think dragged, Bronn can really swim, boy.
Wah. And they held their breath for that long in armor. It didn't make zero sense. That made no sense at all. But fine.
If you want to traverse a large distance in a short period of time, okay. But swimming with a guy with armor, oh my god!
Well, we saw him sinking.
Yes,
falling straight down, and the next thing we see, he's a mile away, going, "Oh god, I'm fine."
May have been more of a virtual sinking.
Because not only did he not sink. He then was far enough away to not get captured. That was kind of the whole point.
Yeah, that's
great.
What I was saying before, that it's like, they must be pretty bad if they let them get away. Well, they did. They let them boogie on away.
They had the Lannister submarine, which apparently helped them leave. Okay. But so that, I was just like, really? But soon I forgot about it.
It's one of those, one of those things. We're in the final seasons now, so.
Yeah, right.
You can't just kill people right and left.
What? So... We do have the moment of Daenerys says, hey, this was kind of funny. I mean, not funny, haha, but funny, ironic. She's like, look, people are going to tell you, Cersei tells you, I'm just somebody here to burn everything down.
Yes.
I'm not that person. I just literally burned an entire field full of people and all your supplies, and I have a dragon behind me, and I'm going to say, if you don't bend the knee, I'm going to burn you to death. But I'm not here to burn people.
No.
Why do you get that idea?
Don't want to bend the knee. I like bent knees, that's all.
Yeah. So
more of the same.
Right. So the Tarleys, first the dad, then Dickon, who, I called that he was going to die because I was like, oh, they're trying to make him look sympathetic.
Yep.
Dead. And sure enough, he's like, no, father, I can't. I will die with you.
So he's dead. So what do you think this happens to Sam now? What do you think?
Sam, well, in fact, Tyrion says, don't kill these guys. They're the last of their house. Yeah. Nope.
Oh.
You know who's the last of his house? Oh, Sam Tarly, House Tarly. And he's even got the ancestral blade.
All right, so what about this? He was on the wall there. What about that? He was on the wall.
He being on the wall, what?
Sam was on the wall there. I thought that's, that's it. You're no claim to anything. You're supposed to stay at the wall for the rest of your life.
No, but then he did become a maester.
But and then go back to the wall, I thought.
Oh, is that...
I mean, they had a maester at the wall before, and then he died. So they sent Sam to become a maester, presumably, to learn to become a maester, and then go back to the wall.
I'm going to guess the becoming a maester part kept him away from being a brother of the Night Watch. I don't know. Maybe not. Okay. I feel like he's going to be House Tarly.
I haven't read books. I don't know a damn thing.
I'm
just saying there. It's like, because in theory, it's like...
I don't think the books have gotten here. I think this is...
Oh, I know. I just meant in terms of the importance established in the book of you're at the wall, your life is over. This is the wall for you.
That's a good point. That's good. In fact, it was interesting that Daenerys gave Tarly the option of going to the wall.
Yes,
I was like,
what he did.
Oh, wait, it's a Sam thing. He's like, hell no, you're not my queen. Those are two pieces removed from the board.
Yep.
Goodbye, Tarly's. Yep. So the other have been the knee. Then we have, Tyrion is not pleased with it. Tyrion tries to talk her out of it as much as he can.
He tries as much as he can.
And it is not successful. He thinks she's going to behead them. She's like, well, you can't go around beheading everybody. She's like, I'm not beheading anyone.
Don't worry about that. Oh, you're right.
Oh, so you're going to take my advice and put him in jail? Oh, the dragon. Got it. So, when she returns to Dragonstone, we have Jon standing on a bluff.
Yes.
And dragon flies in. Now, did that seem kind of like a dick move on her part? I don't know. I'm guessing from her point of view, she's like, "Oh, this is my kid. I'm sure."
Boy, heel?
Yeah, I'm sure he won't. Maybe in her mind, she's sure Drogon's not going to attack Jon. Okay, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that she didn't think Drogon would just go Harr and kill him. But she's got to still think, "Oh, random guy that I land in front of and have my dragon snarl at." Like you wouldn't, if you had some giant tiger.
Yeah.
Let's say you came over to my house and I have a giant tiger. And I'm like, "Hey, Paul, what's going on?" And I just greet you with my giant tiger. You're going to be like, could you not greet me with a giant tiger, please? Yes, I'm going to leave and never come back.
That's the tone that I would use.
I'm just saying,
excuse me.
It is at the very least really impolite.
I hate when this happens. I can't tell you how many times we've gone into somebody who's had a tiger.
And then they're like, "Oh, he's fine. He won't. He listens to everything I say. He's fine." But yeah, I'm just saying, it was just for someone that you're theoretically in league with to have. I mean, basically, Jon would have been totally justified, basically, crap his pants and then run away crying. I mean, you know what I mean?
He was pretty scared. He was like...
Instead, he now he touches, he gets to pet Drogon.
Yes, he does.
And we see, again, the Targaryen roots.
Yep, Targaryen root.
She being Daenerys, is like, "Oh, whoa. That's impressive. You didn't die of shock."
And then just went on to the next thing.
Yeah. Like, oh, no, that's fine. And again, do remember, one of the other dragons, Rhaegal, named for Rhaegar, Jon's dad. If you were going to ascribe to the Jon rides a dragon theory, Rhaegal sounds like a good match for Jon riding on a dragon at some point. Probably not this season, but anyway. So then we have a reuniting with Jorah. Jorah returns. That's another reunion.
Yes, another reunion.
A little touching reunion there. Jon kind of shot him some daggers there for a moment. Like, "Hey, muscling in on my lady." I don't know.
I missed that.
It wasn't sinister, but it was a little bit of, they're hugging. I don't know about you. Anyway.
I didn't miss
but she does hug him, which...
Yes,
it's not only nice, it's also hey, I trust that you don't have dragon scale.
Yes.
I'm going to trust this moment. And then, of course, he immediately takes off again.
Yes.
I've got to go do stuff for you north of the wall. So we had that reunion. We do go to Winterfell.
We do.
We do see Bran warging into ravens.
We do.
And he verifies that there are this big army of the dead just north of the wall.
Yeah. And which way they're coming.
The Night King kind of looks up and disperses his ravens. And so he can break his warg, I guess.
Okay.
Like
that's not a good sign.
A power move.
Because if he was gonna be riding a dragon,
good point. He's like there'd be like the dragon would be falling and flying, falling and flying, falling and flying.
Maybe he has to be really close.
Yeah, right. You're right. What are the powers exactly?
On with my head.
I think that's the only thing Bran says in the episode is like, ravens. Get me a raven.
Yeah, I think that's all he says. It's like white eyes and then...
which at first I thought, he's talking about the ravens he just saw. But no, he's talking about ravens to send out.
Yes,
other ravens.
Other ravens.
And so Jon gets immediately, it's the teleport. Jon gets the raven. Oh, wow. I just found out Arya, Bran are alive. And Bran has seen these guys north of the wall. And that's what precipitates the meeting. Hey, we need to figure out a way to... Now, what do you think of the plan?
I thought the last... set of ravens had told him that Bran was alive. I guess I was wrong. Anyway, what do you plan?
So what
plan to get a white.
It seems like a plan that is difficult to
people
achieve.
Who've been, yes, that's true. But that's why they got so many people.
We need fodder.
We need enough people to die in the execution of this plan. And I'd forgotten that they had a white earlier.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to watch the previously on.
Right.
Because they showed you there they had a white.
Who kind of woke up in the middle of the castle and then they had to burn it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that's what Sam saw, I think? Because it was, who knows?
Well, Sam saw a few different whites.
Oh, that's true, okay.
He saw them north of the wall, for one thing.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. So, so... That, if anybody else had been around for that one that was in the castle.
So it's just kind of like, is it basically like, it's like climate change? So it's like, look, winter's coming, and we need to all prepare for it.
Yes.
And then there's like climate deniers.
Yes.
Oh, it's not real.
Yep.
Winter zombie.
Yep.
And then so you're like, okay, fine, climate deniers. We got to take you to where the climate's being bad and we'll show you. Or we'll bring the climate bad to you.
Yeah.
We're going to bring part of the North Pole to you and see how the caps are melting.
Yep.
And try to convince the climate deniers that they should get on board.
Yep.
Which in a current context would not work. But okay. I don't think climate deniers would be like,
right.
nope.
Who hasn't seen a polar bear?
Yeah, rah. It's raining today.
Here's a big,
that's not snow.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway. All right, blah, blah, blah. But yes.
Don't get excited. Any environmentalists out there.
Okay. So winter zombies. They're going to go capture one somehow.
Yes.
Inevitably, we're going to see deaths next week.
Oh, yeah.
I mean... Now, I think
people... who would you...
Yeah.
Think?
So, let's actually jump to that real fast in terms of, like, who's gone. So, they meet up, and everyone hates everyone else.
Yes.
We had another reunion, big reunion, Davos and Gendry.
Yes.
Was great. Love it.
Yep. That was great.
I could watch, Davos' lines are just great. I don't know. He's an excellent character, and Gendry's return was very well done.
Was very good. He was very much like, hey, let's get to it. Hey, you want to go? Let's go. Let's just, no messing around now.
It's like, I mean...
I've been away for a long time, so let's get this going.
I hate to compare this to the DC Universe thing, but there was in the trailer for Justice League, there is the scene where Batman is attempting to convince the Flash to join.
Yes.
He's like, look, we got a real tough thing. I'm in. And that's kind of the way this was. Davos is setting it up. I don't know if you want to. It's dangerous. Yeah, what do you need? Sure, I get my hammer and we're gone. Oh, okay then. Yeah. Great. And he uses his hammer to that whole scene where Davos is
that was a very good one.
Convincing the guards that they're just carrying like crab Viagra or whatever.
Yeah.
And it turns, and then of course Tyrion walks up and you're like, oh, here it comes. And that look on Tyrion's face is great.
Yes.
He walks past the guards and he's like, ugh. Like, that was awesome. And then they get smushed.
Yes, they do.
Their faces are smashy smooshed.
Yes.
So Gendry is now part of the team. Also, Gendry does not listen to Davos. That's another funny moment where Davos is like, just tell him your name's Clovis. Just the two. Don't say anything about. Hi, I'm the bastard son of Robert Baratheon. My name's Gendry, and I'm here to help. So, lots of parallels between the two of them.
Sure.
I mean, perceived parallels because he's not actually a bastard.
No, but he raised thinking he was a bastard.
Yeah. So the bastard son of Ned.
Yes.
And the bastard son of Robert Baratheon.
Yes.
And Robert and Ned, good friends.
Yep.
He was hand on the king, whatever. They were like tight, and now their bastard sons, are tight. Right. It's kind of cool. It's kind of neat.
Well, they're not tight yet.
They're not. Well, they were kind of. I mean, they were
agreeable.
They were agreeable.
Yeah.
They were agreeable.
It's like you could think like, it's taking you a little while to feel each other out, isn't it? That it wasn't automatic. But I think everybody, people I've heard, have all imagined that they will be. I mean, it's it's hard to imagine that he doesn't make it through.
Yeah, right. So we can talk about this. So it's Gendry. Davos does not go. Davos stays at Eastwatch.
Yes.
He says, go, because I'll be a hindrance. And Tormund's like, yep, you would be. I like how Tormund's like, what is the large lady, the tall lady? No, damn it. So it's Gendry, Tormund, Jon, Jorah. They meet up in the cells at Eastwatch. The brothers, Brothers Without Banners, Brotherhood. You've got Thoros.
Yes.
And the Hound and Beric. And I think, so there's like 7 main guys, and then I think they're going to be accompanied by wildlings as well. Some extra red shirts.
Red shirts, yes.
So the red shirts will all be dead.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just saying which of the 7 League of 7 people will die.
Yeah, which ones?
Okay. First of all, the guy with the biggest target on his back is Thoros.
Okay.
Reason being, he's the dude that can bring people back.
Oh, yeah.
So you get rid of him, and then it's like, oh, if we die out here, we're going to be zombies.
Well, we got to get to what's-her-name.
Yeah, but how are you going to get to what's-her-name from up there?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Right. You're right. But
it's not completely.
As long as Thoros is around, it could just be oh, you're dead? Okay, he's back. Good.
Yeah, that's true.
So Thoros is out, and then I think, because this is the moment when Beric, this has been the moment that Beric's been leading to all his life. He's like, I have a purpose. That's why I keep getting brought back. This is my purpose. His purpose can't just be, no, I helped out in this thing, and then that was it. And I went back to my life. And he's going to die helping.
Okay.
Helping Jon Snow.
Right.
So those two, I think, are almost definitely dead.
That sounds reasonable.
Okay. Jon is almost certainly alive.
Yes. Almost certainly, yes.
I'll say, because, you never know, but I think 99.5%.
Oh, the one guy who thought he's dead. Yeah. Okay, well, should we go back to fighting?
Just remember, Ned died in the second to last episode of season 1. Yeah, no. So yeah, I think Jon's fine. I do think Benjen is going to show up. We did see there's some trailer info that suggested Benjen was going to show up to help out.
Okay.
And I think he will probably die in that process.
Remember who Benjen is?
Benjen is brother Benjen Stark, who went north of the wall. He's kind of half of a white now. He helped Bran, but he's like, I can't go south of the wall.
Okay.
Because the wall's in my, so I'm just going to patrol.
Aw.
Yeah, so I think Benjen was probably, so that would be a third guy probably dead.
Yeah.
My odds of him dying are pretty good. So you've got Gendry. They just found him. It seems it would be awfully cruel to be like, we got a Baratheon, he's dead. So I think he's going to survive, as you pointed out.
Yeah.
Also, Jorah kind of just came back in the fray. It seems weird.
Well,
he could
unless
die.
he really gets a spectacular, I am really going to get you guys away.
Uber heroic death scene could be.
Other than that, I don't know what he's sticking around for.
The Hound, I think, survives mainly because we did see in the pre-season trailers. There's a shot of him drawing a sword in the sunlit. I think he's in the Dragon Pit, which I think is a episode 7 thing.
Okay.
So I think he's alive, unless it's a flashback scene, which I guess it could be. But most likely, the Hound survives.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's and Tormund. I feel like Tormund survives too, but he could be. He's a guy that eventually is going to be a meaningful death.
Sure, yeah.
One day it's going to be we lose Tormund.
What? I lost my stalker.
Yeah.
Brienne will be like,
right,
oh,
right.
no, darn it.
Damn, the stalker's gone.
Yeah.
But no, I think he survives in this case. Also, he's the connection to the wildlings, and
Yes, that's true.
that's an important thing. So one thing I thought was interesting when Jon is leaving, when Daenerys kind of gives him permission, or there's that nice moment she's like, "I haven't given you permission to leave,"
Right?
And he's like, I came here trusting a stranger. I need you to trust me on this one.
Yeah.
I'm doing the right thing. I'm not trying to screw you.
And they were really trying to give you the impression that she did not want him to leave. Not because she's like, if you just bend the knee, then you can leave. No. They really wanted to establish something. It wasn't like, Jorah's leaving. Oh, no.
I know. Jorah's like, she's like, okay. I mean, she's like, oh, that's, but okay. Oh, you get it. And then
I'll leave too.
Whoa. And in fact, you see from the trailer.
No, my heart.
For the next episode, she's like standing looking out the window. Like, it looks like she's looking northward. I have a feeling.
Oh.
Tinfoil hat theory time. Because we do see flames in their north of the wall experience.
Yes.
I'm thinking maybe she gets on Drogon or a dragon, like takes off to help out.
Wow.
I think eventually she and the dragons go.
Wow.
That's my thought. Anyway,
that's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
and then it falls, and then they.
Yes, that's your fourth death. Is one of the dragons gets bamped into zombie dragon.
And then they have to. Does one of the giants ride her?
That's good. Oh man, check that out! Ice zombie giant on top of ice dragon. I think it would be the Night King, right? He's probably gonna ride the dragon.
Yeah.
But okay, so but the line he gives as Jon gives to Dany as he's about to take off is he says, "I wish you good fortune in the wars to come." Now that line has been said before in the show. A couple of times, but the one in particular I'm thinking about is the Tower of Joy. Okay. It's what Arthur Dane says to Ned Stark before they start fighting. It's just, I mean, I'm sure it's just it's a greeting you give to we who are about to die salute you kind of thing. But it's interesting because that scene is Jon is being born up like right next to that scene. And I don't know, like it's kind of interesting callback to that moment. Anyway. One other thought, since we were talking about trailers for the next episode, which again sounds uber exciting. But there's been this one really enigmatic scene that they've shown. They showed in the preseason. They've shown it a few times. You see a bunch of whites all standing in the distance. Jon has his back to the camera.
Yes.
And there's like one guy, and he cuts the guy down.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, what? Why is everyone just standing around? Okay. And why is he cutting down one guy? Okay. And then he just cut and then stands.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my tinfoil hat theory. Okay. I did a little look. I kind of framed it, and I tried to see, because you can't really tell who. I mean, the implication is it's a white that's attacking him.
Okay.
But the white looks awfully healthy. Okay. I'll say that. Like, it's not a skeleton.
Oh, okay.
So if it's like a recently dead white, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But so I'm thinking uber recently dead white.
Okay.
I'm just going with this idea. Maybe as like a show of power, the Night King, because we know the Night King shows up. We've seen him in the trailer.
Sure.
They've just had some kind of combat. One of the wildling red shirts dies.
Sure.
And Night King raises recently friendly guy and then has him attack.
Okay.
And so just see, first to show power, also to see what Jon will do. Like, will you attack your former friend?
Sure.
And Jon's like, yeah, that's fine. You're a zombie now. What? Bring it on. Anyway, that's my thought.
Okay.
Maybe that's what that is. It's a little power play between the Night King and Jon.
Sure.
So there you go. I don't know. Yes?
We'll see.
It's just, I mean, if that's the way they attack, it would be great. We only attack one at a time, and we just send one guy in, and then if that guy dies, and we'll bring one more. Now, of course, we have hundreds of thousands, and we could just mob you, but there's a code. We have a code here. So anyway, I know there's a lot of other things we're talking about. Okay, so back in Winterfell.
Sure.
Arya's spying on Littlefinger, who's actually spying on her.
Yes.
Or, like, leading her on. He lets her find the note that Master Lewin had kept a copy of, or kept the original. I don't know. Does he keep copies? Does he? Whatever.
I think he just keeps them.
He keeps them. All right, right. And so the note was from Sansa at King's Landing.
Yes.
Sending it back to Winterfell.
Robb Stark.
It was a note to Robb Stark. This is that letter. What? This is it, actually. I unrolled it.
Yes.
I found it in a bed.
That's right.
Okay. So, the...
Medieval highlighter.
Yes. So the letter reads, this is back from season 1, right? So she's forced to write this letter.
Yes.
By the Lannisters.
Yep.
So it's really like, okay, whatever.
Those bastards.
She either could write the letter or die.
Yes.
And so she chose to write a letter. Robb, I write to you with a very heavy heart. Our good King Robert is dead, killed from wounds he took in a boar hunt. This is kind of the important part. Father has been charged with treason. He conspired with Robert's brothers against my beloved Geoffrey and tried to steal his throne. So she just kind of gave up Ned there.
Yep.
The Lannisters are treating me very well and providing me with every comfort. I beg you, come to King's Landing, Robb.
Yes.
Swear fealty to King Joffrey and prevent any strife between the great houses of Lannister and Stark. Your faithful sister, Sansa.
Yep.
So she's saying, hey, Dad was a traitor, and you can make things right if you come and bend the knee, Brother Robb. So the idea is that Littlefinger wanted Arya to read that so that she gets upset. Like, hey, you betrayed the family.
Yeah.
And I'm also really good at killing people.
Yeah.
And,
I don't think she wants, she just wants to separate them just so, she won't be like, why are you following that creepy guy? Why are you listening to that creepy guy? I imagine.
Okay.
I don't think she wants her to, because if Arya did kill Sansa, you're like, okay, let me tell you something. She'd be like, yeah, die. I don't need to listen to you. The only person who wants to listen to you is Sansa. So I think he just wants to make, put a wedge between them, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right on that. But it does feel like Littlefinger's spinning his wheels a bit here, and that eventually he's not going to be successful and he'll die. Now, if he's successful and breaks them apart, I'm an idiot, and
that'd be unfortunate.
But I feel like his attempts here are just going to backfire, and he is not long for this world. I think he's 2 episodes long for this world. His death is closer than 3 episodes away. That's my point. But for now, he thinks he's getting one over.
Yep.
On creating a wedge. A wedge Antilles. I know there's other things that we're missing here. What are some other things? I liked the line that Tormund gives when he says, which queen are we trying to convince? Is it the one with the dragons or the one's having sex with her brother? Both? Both, I guess. Okay. Good. That was a good line. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else, sir?
Not that comes to mind.
Okay.
No.
All right. So we really look forward to the next episode. I do feel like it has the potential to be one of, if not the best episode.
Now, do you think we're going to see anybody else besides the battle? Did we see anything else in the trailer?
Well, we saw Dany.
Okay.
And we also did see Winterfell. We had some shots back at Winterfell where I think Arya said something like, "Oh, you're scared right now. What are you scared of?" So I assume she's talking to Sansa. Maybe talking to Littlefinger, but probably Sansa. And so maybe Sansa's kind of like worried about her Von Killingsworth abilities. I don't know. But that does feel like it's like side plot that we want to just push aside and get back to North of the Wall. But North of the Wall is going to be obviously the main thrust. So, all right. Anyway, thanks, everybody. We will see you next time. Bye now.